We are back to our AQS Talk Show. My name is Barbara Isimbi, and today's topic is about evidence-based practice in Rwanda. I'm not alone. I'm with Kenny Bivegete, a researcher and data analyst in Africa Quantitative Sciences. Could you start introducing yourself?
Thank you. My name is Kenny Bivegete, a researcher and data analyst in the Research and Implementation Department of Africa Quantitative Sciences, with expertise in qualitative and quantitative research.
So today we're going to be talking about the evidence-based practice in Rwanda. For those who are new to the concept of evidence-based practice, what could you tell them about it and why is it important?
So evidence-based practices, also known as research-based practices, this is a systematic approach to problem solving that involves taking action based on the best current and scientifically sound data that is available.
Well, why do you think it's important? And you think there are some critical areas or critical sectors that need this concept?
So we can start by the importance of evidence-based practices. When we talk about the evidence-based practices, we're making sure that our interventions that are informed by the current data, the available data. So its importance is informing decision makers throughout making their policies, developing interventions. Evidence-based practices help them before making those interventions that they're planning to do. Evidence-based practices are also cost-effectiveness, because when we talk about those practices, we look at the money it will cost. So when they're evidence-based or research-based, we now have the best intervention that takes not more money while developing that intervention, but also the outcome are maximized. So the minimum cost, but with maximum outcome. So evidence-based practices are cost effectiveness.
Yeah, I loved where you say that with minimum cost, but maximum outcomes. So how does AQS help people to implement research-based practices?
With AQS, we're more keen to capacity building. We offer trainings or courses through our platform, that's online platform, where we have courses about research. So all those practices that we need for making interventions. So with AQS, we're providing those courses to professionals or anyone in need. Also, AQS, we provide assistance in data collection, data analysis, all the process of research. So with working with us, we first of all help you in capacity building, then help you in carrying out those research-based practices. So yeah, that's our focus as AQS.
So far, how many people have you helped? What are the initiatives have you done?
Right now, AQS, we're working with many partners. The main we can talk about is the Johns Hopkins University from the United States, where we're working with them about the digital health interventions in Rwanda. We're carrying out a research to inform us how is it in Rwanda, so that we can help the ministry or other partners involved to help them knowing what's on ground, what is available, so that we can help them during the interventions. But also we're working with Resolve to Save Lives. It's an NGO from the United States where we are assessing the user experience on digital health. This is research mainly based on primary healthcare, the providers, where we're assessing if they're using the digital health tools, how they're built to easily help them assessing, using the platforms. We also have Hopes and Home for Children. That's one of our success story, where we carried out a model of interventions for teen mothers. We recently had a workshop for dissemination of the findings in the previous month. That was our success story because it highlights how you can work with AQS from the start to the finish of a certain project, of a research-based practices from the start to the till you disseminate, and also you can also look the gaps and develop a new thing. So that was one of our success story as Africa Quantitative Science.
I see. So recently we had, like, you won an award where your work was on predictable monitoring of acute respiratory infection among children. Could you tell us more about this award?
So yeah, that's a research, as you say, the title, it was more of making models that can predict either for a children that is lower than 5 years old, we can predict using their social demographic information, using their past medical history, we can predict if they are at risk for having acute respiratory infection. That's a research we carried out as the Research and Implementation Department of AQS, but we also worked closely with the Data Science Department because it has a big aspect of data science. So that research, we used Rwanda demographic health survey data that is found, the 2020 data set. We extracted the data, cleaned it, code the variables that we needed, then we developed models, logistic regression, random forest, decision tree. Then we also tested our model. We trained and tested the model to look at the best model that can predict. So that's a research done in as the department. So during the third health policy and research conference of Rwanda, by Rwanda the Biomedical Center, RBC, we presented our research, and it got an award as one of the best research. So yeah, that's a research that will inform when we get real-time data of children. We can use that model to know where's the problem so that it can inform decision makers on the interventions they're planning. So because if now you can predict the children from this economic group or wealth index in this region is more at risk of having the acute respiratory infection, then decision makers or policy makers, when they're planning to make a policy on acute respiratory infection, now they know where to base when making that policy. So that was an impressive work done by the team. So yeah, we hope that now we can have access to real-time data so that our models can now help in improving the outcome of the children in Rwanda.
Yeah, very true. So I have heard like AQS has done so many initiatives and worked with different people in different organizations. So how does AQS collaborate with the government bodies to ensure research-based practice?
First of all, the Rwandan government is more invested in research-based practices. When it's more committed, when you look at the policies of Rwanda, when you look at our Vision 2050, Rwanda is more putting an effort in research-based interventions or practices. So as AQS, what we provide, we work closely with government bodies, especially in healthcare. We work closely with them so that we can improve the the research-based practices, mainly by providing our capacity building, also helping people in implementing those research-based or evidence-based practices. So AQS is doing a lot in partnership with the government. The government of Rwanda is providing a platform. When you look back to the health, the conference we talked about the health research policy conference. The Ministry of Health, the Minister State of Health, say that they're inviting all partners, either be it non-profit organization, be it profit organization, to help them implementing those research-based practices. So you see that the government is inviting partners. So as AQS, what we're doing, we're helping people, capacity building them, even helping them in implementing those practices. But also as AQS ourselves, we consider as partners for government bodies. We can work with any government bodies in implementing the evidence-based practices.
That's very true. As we all have heard, there is the need for research-based practice, and the government of Rwanda is encouraging everyone to do that. So I have heard that you guys, as AQS and research department, you not only do the research, but do its implementation. So it is like everyone is now want to know, like, how can I reach out to you? Which channels should I use to go to you? And how can I rely on what you're going to help me with?
So first, where you can reach us, AQS is available on every social media platform, be it LinkedIn, be it Instagram. You can reach us through those, even our email, but you can also reach us at our office in Norsken House, Kigali. Now, we have, when you reach out to us, we assure you to work with you to carry out what you want through the start to the finish. We have a big team of researchers, data analysts, data scientists to help you throughout the whole process of research, be it the start, writing the proposal, getting all necessary what you need for research, especially like the ARB, Institution Review Board ethical clearance. We can help you with that. We can help you through data collection, data analysis, even in making the final report, even also in publishing or disseminating the findings of your research. So I assure you, when you reach out to us, we have a big team ready to provide their services to you.
Yeah. Thank you very much for everyone who has followed to the end. Would like to thank you as well for having us and giving us your time. We believe that you also do as AQS is doing, which is implementing research-based practices. You can reach out to AQS and they will help you throughout the journey. And all the best. Thank you for following up.